Hi, my name's Gavin Bates. I'm a Director of Smart Business Recovery, a qualified accountant and also a licensed insolvency practitioner. Today I want to talk to you about a Creditors Voluntary Liquidation, which is commonly referred to as a CVL. The reason I want to do that is that for most small businesses, that's the most likely insolvency process that they will go through. Most people think that it's going to be an administration because that's what they see in the press, big retail businesses going into administration, big travel companies fading into administration. But for a small SME, it's more likely that they're going to go into the CVL process. So what I want to do is just quickly run through the different steps of the CVL process and help you understand how that works. So first of all is picking a point in time when the company effectively ceases to trade. That could be when the work in progress is finished, or a fixed point in time, whether it's a weekend, as in a Friday, or whether it's a month end. That's something that you would discuss with your insolvency practitioner. Normally at that stage, that's when employees are notified and let go, the premises are effectively shut down, and in essence the business has stopped. There's then the legal process that we need to deal with. First stage for that is the directors' meeting, which they have a set of board minutes to ratify their decision that the company is going to close and appoint a liquidator. We then move on to a shareholders' meeting. Sometimes that can be held at short notice if you've got 95% or more of the shareholders agreeing. And then finally, you've got a creditors' meeting. Now, the legislation on creditors' meetings was changed a few years ago, so they're no longer by default physical meetings in a room. So there are two possible ways of doing it. The first is having a virtual meeting, so that could be telephone conference, video conference, etc. Or what we describe as deemed consent. Now, deemed consent is slightly different in that it basically says that if creditors don't object, a company will go into liquidation on a date, so the deemed consent date. Either way you do it, ultimately the liquidation will start on a set date and then a liquidator is appointed. The liquidator has three main roles: to realise the company's assets for the best possible value, to agree the creditor's claims, and ultimately to do a review investigation of the director's conduct. And that process will often take many months. Hopefully that's given you a bit of an insight to how the liquidation process works. But of course, if you need any further information, it's strongly advised that you pick up the phone and give us a call, and we'll chat it through with you and look at your particular circumstances.